so let's look at this question under bearings and distances. The bearings of ships A and B from a port P are 225 degrees and 116 degrees. I come again. The bearings of ships A and B from a port P are 225 degrees and 116 degrees respectively. Ship A is 3.9 kilometers from ship B on a bearing of 258 degrees. All right, and 258. Now calculate the distance of ship A from P. So to calculate the distance of ship A from a port P. All right, so let's look at how this works. Let's look at how this works. We have a diagram. So the keyword bearings. So basically to interpret, so we have ship A and B from a port P. 225. So ship A from port P. So the keyword is from where? Where are we taking our direction from? Bearing simply means direction. So from a port P. So in the middle of my page, I'm going to draw a cardinal point and label it P. Okay. So A is on a bearing of 225 degrees. So how is it done? You take your knot as 0 degrees and you measure clockwise. You measure clockwise. Remember, each quadrant is 90 degrees. So we go 90 plus 90. That's 180 till we get to 225. Now 180 plus a little 45 degrees will give us our 225. So you connect up at that point. All right, so let's continue. So the first step is to locate from where? From a port P. So we have a port P. Draw a cardinal point there. This is a cross or plus sign. So P, and then measure 225. This is 90 plus 90. That's 180. 180 plus what will give us 225. That is 45. 180 plus 45 degrees will give us 225. So from here, you draw a straight line, not too far from this point. Draw a straight line, and where it stops, you draw a cross. So I now label that place port ship A. So this ship A on a bearing 225. Ship B is on a bearing 116. So 116 is simply 90 plus a little 26. So draw a straight line again. Okay. So ship B is on a bearing of 116 degrees from port P. So remember, we are measuring from our knot, like the y-axis, and we're going clockwise. So each quadrant is 90. So 90 plus what will give you 116. It's a little 26. This might not be too clear, but it's 26. That's 26 degrees because 90 plus is 26 degrees. So just draw a line, another straight line to the center of another cross. Put B there. Okay. And now we have so this forms, then we have that from B we have another bearing to A. All right, so let's go back to the question one more time. So the bearings of ships A and B from a port P are 225 degrees and 116 degrees respectively. Ship A is 3.9 kilometers from ship B. So ship A is 3.9 kilometers from, the keyword is from where? So it's that position that we're measuring from, which is this, that will draw our cardinal point and then start locating. All right, on a bearing of what? Bearing of 258 degrees. Okay, so from B now, from B, 258 is basically 90 plus 90. Okay, 90 plus 90, which is 90. All right, now we are trying to locate ship A from ship B. So our cardinal point will start off at ship B. So ship B is here, B is here. Remember, B is on the bearing of 116 degrees from point P, port P. So ship A, we are told, is on a bearing of 258. So measuring clockwise from 0 degrees north, we go 90, 180. 180 plus what will give us 258. You have to agree that it is 78 degrees that adds to 180 to give us 258. So you have to now draw a connecting line from here and you're going this way. All right, so we've been able to connect B. We've been able to locate A from ship B. So this ship A, the connection between ship B and ship A has been drawn. We are told it's 3.9 kilometers. So our diagram, now we have some angles we can deduce. So remember that this is 26 and it forms a Z angle. See, I've drawn it out. Z angle with B. So if this place is 26, this little place here is 26, then we have to admit that this place up here is 26 degrees. Now remember that this is 78 down here. If you take 78 out of this quadrant of 90, okay, it's going to be 12. 90 minus 78 will give you 12. So this little 12 here gives us that. Okay, so I was saying that we have 26 here and 12 degrees. So 26 plus 12 gives us 38 degrees. So this first diagram converts into an obtuse angle triangle. Okay, up here, remember we have 26 here out of remember 26 out of 116. So 26 out of this 90, because each quadrant is 90 degrees. So 26 out of 90 will give us 64. Okay, and remember this is already 45. So this angle up here acts as 45 plus 64 to give us 109 degrees. So we have a triangle. This is 33 degrees because when we add this and this, subtract from 180, we get 33 degrees. Remember, some of angles of the triangle is 180. Okay, so like I was saying that this 33 degrees here was gotten from 109 plus 38 subtracted from 180. Remember, sum of angles in any triangle must equals 180 degrees. So subtract this plus this from 180, you get 33 degrees. So you have as much information as you need so that it's easier to find, because question says you should calculate the distance of ship A from P, port P. Calculate the distance of ship A from port P. So we need to get this distance, ship A from port P. So apply your knowledge of sine rule. Sine rule is basically know what sine rule, so go and check it out. So X is there over that, so 2.5 km.